I need to lock in. Um, I was at Pennsylvania last week with my homie. He invited me to Future's concert. He paid for everything, and from where I'm at, it's an 8-hour drive. So we split the difference. But this dickhead made me drive 5 hours, and he drove like 3 hours. But anyway, on the way home, we had a conversation, and it made me realize that I have to up my game. It's not looking too well for me if I keep it up. I really need to lock in if I want to have a good future. Because we were just talking about how in US people are more prone to be content with what they have. By what they have, I mean that minimum wage, just cruising by. I mean, no offense to the minimum wage workers, but I want to be better than that. I want to be. I want to not work a monotonous minimum wage job. I'm not trying to be like a millionaire or something, but at least better than being a butcher in a grocery store, you know? Part of our conversation was that people don't expect more for themselves. And like I said, they are more prone to be content with what they have. We were talking about how some of our friends or some of people we know are stuck at working minimum wage jobs and they're miserable. He had this one friend, well, quote unquote friend, but this dude works at a warehouse job making, I don't know, 20, $21 an hour, and apparently he gives off advices about life, how to be great and stuff like that. And my homie mentioned that how can you preach about being great when you're working a warehouse job? And this guy apparently has a kid at the ripe age of 20, which is crazy to me. I know some people don't have better circumstances, but me, I expect a lot to myself. And where I'm at right now, my expectations won't be met. That 8-hour drive, I could say it's my wake up call. Or reality check, you could say. I've just been fucking around, buying video games, playing video games, playing basketball, doing irrelevant shit, smoking, drinking, hanging out. with people. But now I need to start thinking about my future. I know this sounds like an excuse, but the reason I was being lazy was that I didn't really have much of a childhood. I wasn't abused or anything. It's just I was born in a lower middle class household. Mom and dad were just struggling to put me to a private school. They don't want me to be in a public school because at the country I was born at, public schools aren't really that good compared to US. My dad had to work on a different country, so I grew up without a dad, you could say. He checks up on us a few times a month. I guess now that my frontal lobe has somehow developed, it just made me realize that I don't want to be like that. No disrespect to my dad, I know he works hard and stuff. But I just want to be better than my parents. When I was a kid, most of my classmates got these gadgets, these Nintendo, 3DS, PSPs, tablets, iPads, whatever. And I guess I was jealous, I was envious because I didn't really have a gadget back then. Mom would make me read books or buy me books, and I would actually like reading them. That's one of the things I'm thankful for my parents. Yeah, I need to get back to the habit of reading too. At least that way I'd be doing something better than just being stuck on Instagram or TikTok. I didn't really have that much friends when I was a kid. And like I said, I didn't really have much of a childhood back then. So I was just fucking around these past few years to relieve my childhood. My first paycheck, I bought a PS5, and I just keep buying random shit. Computer, snowboards, buying season passes, subscriptions, shit like that. But now I gotta get a grip since I quit my job. I got no money. But I got an interview in 7 days. It's this lab downtown. It don't pay much, but it's on my field. It's on the path that I'm taking. So it'll be a good experience, I guess. I'm really looking forward to it. I hope I get accepted. I hope nothing goes bad. I always jinx stuff. So I try not to think about it. Like I said, I need to get a grip. Me and my homie were talking about small steps how small steps are really important on life and how you should take risks, since you won't get anywhere if you don't take any risks. I'm not saying you should take all the risk. I'm saying do what you think is right. Do what your heart tells you to do. One leap of faith is enough to change your whole life. I need to work on a lot of stuff, and small steps will eventually get you high enough. So right now I'm just taking my time. I'm not really in a rush or anything, but like I said, small steps. I'm still young, and I could say most of my childhood things has been relieved, I guess. And now's the time for me to face reality. When I got back, we were watching a movie. It's called Everywhere and Anywhere All at Once, I think it was called. Oh, it's called Everything Everywhere All at Once. Now, I'm not really that smart, but from what I got, is that nothing matters. I think it was a funny coincidence that eye-opening road trip on the way back home, and at the same time watching this movie. I really like how there are two sides of the same coin in that movie. It made me really think. It was one of the movies that actually made me tear up. I never really got along with my parents since we weren't really that much close growing up, because they were too busy making amends, making money. It's all about making the effort for anything, really. As long as you put in the effort, you get to reap the rewards. I also understood, like I said, two sides of the same coin. I guess I say that because nothing matters, and also nothing matters. I get that nothing matters, so you're all depressed, sad, because what the fuck matters? But Evelyn showed me how nothing else matters, and why not enjoy it? Look at things on the brighter side rather than being dark and gloomy. That way you won't be as miserable, since what the fuck matters, right? You gotta make use of what you have. And that's how I'm gonna live my life. Nothing else fucking matters. College, work, relationships. I'm still pretty new to those. I'm still young. I don't know everything yet. I'm still learning. I'm learning every day. I want to learn new things. I treat everything and everyone as a lesson. I strive to learn to be a better person than I am yesterday. But I won't be a better person tomorrow if I don't put in the effort today. I've started to think more recently. Not thinking in like a philosophical way, but like thinking in general. I've been an autopilot. Shit, I barely even remember what I did back then. It's all hazy. I think I'm NPC actually, because I don't think anyone really have the same situation as me. I mean, everyone got different situations. It's just that I don't think people are forgetting what their past is. I'm not saying I forgot what my past is. I'm just saying that it's all blurry. It's all bits and pieces that I remember. But anyway, I started thinking more. Started using my brain. Shit, I started using my brain on video games. It's a whole different feeling. I used to just say stuff, just do stuff without thinking. I started to think what I should say. I started to think what I should do, how I should interact with people, how I should interact with everything in my life. It's pretty neat, it's pretty useful. I think everybody should do it. But there are still days where I just do. I just don't think, I just do. I'm on autopilot. And I'm trying to be consistent with what I do every day. Well, I could say this week is my first step towards that. And I hope I'm disciplined enough to keep on moving forward. No, I'll be disciplined enough. Yeah. I still have a lot on my mind, but I'm just gonna leave it here for now. It's no point on dropping everything at once. Like I said, I'm taking my time. Take it nice and slow, like the tortoise. Fuck! Tortoise. Like the tortoise. Yeah. First steps. They're really important. So yeah, I hope you have a good day.